Yes, I am eventually going to get to my final thoughts on Moon Knight Season 1. Before that, though, I am venturing back into the world of this Disney Plus show because I still want to talk about Layla El Foyle and I want to talk about the Scarlet Scarab. I did a video already talking about my thoughts on Layla. I love this character. I love what she represents. I love that we can actually make a character better than what they are in the comic books. It's rare to do, but we did it here. I want to talk more about this character because I can't let her go. I just got her. I can't let her go. She is not leaving me yet. And because she's not leaving me yet, I want to talk about her future. Not the future of Moon Knight. That's going to be its own thing. I could do any time. What's happening right now is we're talking about the future of Scarlet Scarab. Where can we pluck May Kalamawe and where can we put her next? Where is she going to be? What is she going to do? I have broken it down into 3 separate categories. None of them are probably going to happen. She's probably not going to come back regularly. But I am telling you now, she should. So first off, more Moon Knight stuff. Clearly she's going to be in more Moon Knight stuff. They're still technically married because they didn't sign the divorce papers. So she's probably going to still be connected to Mark and Steven because I think she kind of likes them still. I guess. They kind of rush past that ending, but whatever. So if she's going to be appearing in more Moon Knight, maybe that's a season 2. Maybe that's a movie. Maybe that's a story intrinsically connected to other stories. She could potentially just be the sidekick. And I don't mean that in a bad way. They could just maybe go around fighting other avatars that might be vying for a certain power and things. I could see her being the emotional connection to stuff happening in Mark's life. If we bring back Randall Spector, maybe she would be like, hey, I'm here for you. We're going to have to fight your brother. I can help you any way I can. Let's do it that way. Maybe it's going to finally bring in Bushman, and she's going to be like, you killed my father, and Mark's going to be the emotional connection to stop her from doing something she's going to regret. That could be a way to take it. It gives these two the ability to play off each other and balance around like, hey, you are scared, and you're going a little more crazy than you should towards this one threat. Let me help you in any way I can. Maybe it's Randall Spector, maybe it's Bushman, but we can focus on these things and stop them. We can work together. Aside from that, just a cameo in a Moon Knight thing, I don't think she would be given a bigger role if the character moved away from the Egyptian stuff, because she is still connected to Tawet, so we're going to have her still be there. So if, like, say Moon Knight goes to America and he fights maybe like Black Spectre, or he just fights a werewolf or anything over there, is she really going to appear? She could just become the reference they talk about. But that sucks. We introduced a new character. We should give her more to do. So I'd hope it'd be like, hey, I want to kill Bushman, and this time it's Mark that talks her out of killing somebody. That could be kind of fun to see. Kind of an interesting way to take things. So that's kind of all I got for like her Moon Knight sequels. Because I'd rather do this. I'd rather she get her own spin-off. Look, it's never going to happen. I don't think they would have enough faith in this character to be like, you're going to get your own thing, babe. Go lead it. They might, because they've been surprisingly good at kind of branching those things off. But just think about it. Scarlet Scarab TV show. May is back. We get Antonia back to be Tawet. And now we're like, hey, we got her here. We can do like a fun, high-stakes, campy Moon Knight thing, but we don't have like this dark, destroying trauma thing rising over us at every moment where this guy is dealing with some mental issues. It's more like, I am in Egypt. I'm going to be a hero for Egyptians and for the Egypt people. I'm going to protect the people here. In the daylight, you know, Mark protects the people of the night, the travelers of the night. I am here to protect everybody I can. That's what we're doing here. Maybe through that, she fights Bushman. I do think what this show did, and this is hit or miss depending on how you feel about it. I feel like what the show did here was establish that Layla would be the adversary or the nemesis, or just be the hero against the villain of Bushman. And that's fine. I like Bushman being connected to Mark, because that should be him realizing he's turned. Instead, they just say Mark is going to turn because he's dying, which is kind of lame. Whatever. Whatever. I guess he kind of does fight Bushman, but it doesn't matter. So I think Layla and Bushman is more of a connection they're making in the MCU. So if she gets her own standalone thing, she can fight Bushman. Maybe there's some more evil gods for her to fight. Maybe she's like Mark is off doing some Moon Knight stuff with the Midnight Suns or something weird. Now I am left to pick up the pieces and fix like these Egyptian gods and all this weird stuff going on. Maybe Arthur Harrow returns in some capacity, and she's left to deal with it while Mark's off doing his own thing. Something like that. I want her to be her own character, to be free of the burdens of the Moon Knight idea. Maybe that means giving her her own villains. Maybe that means we take long-forgotten Moon Knight villains and turn them into something else. Maybe there's some recent ideas being played up in current Moon Knight comics that we could intrinsically connect to Layla. Like Dr. Badir in Hunter's Moon. Like Stained Glass Scarlet getting her own identity in this bigger form. Maybe we take these characters that don't have enough of a history connected to Mark and we could send them to Layla. Something to think about. I think that could work really well. Be something people wouldn't be expecting. Again, I just want more of this character. And that leads me to my final, of the three things. Where are we going to put her on a team? The MCU is all about people meeting each other and interacting. People like that. Let's spitball a couple ideas where she could do. She can go over there, Sharon Carter, and be a protector of Madripoor. She already has connections there. So here she is. She's the hero of Madripoor. Madripoor is somewhere in a European country, maybe. Fix it. Do something with that. There you go. Secret Avengers. Get her and Mark on a Secret Avengers team. Operating in the shadows, doing certain things to protect the people. That could be kind of fun. Thunderbolts. I just want to see her more stuff. Put her in a Thunderbolts team. Maybe she is an Egyptian identity that comes into kind of work internationally with this team, and they're like, this is Scarlet Scarab. She's here to help us. Don't get cut by her sword. It traps the souls of its enemies. That kind of a vibe. She's got his back. Weird comparison, but whatever. I'm sticking with it. Could be kind of fun. Midnight Suns? Could we see that happening? Could we see Midnight Suns? Midnight Suns, I think, is happening in some capacity. My problem with this is I don't want Moon Knight connected to that team. It feels like that's not the direction they should head with that character. It does feel like he should be on a Secret Avengers-esque team. Whatever. But maybe she could be on that team. Or there's this one that I don't know a lot of people think about, but I'm going to throw it out there anyways. There was this comic book that came out during the Empire era of Marvel. It was only a couple years ago. This team of European-based characters, I think it was more UK-based too, called the Union. It served as just a tie into the story. It was definitely changed around a lot for certain things. But the Union had a lot of interesting characters from different parts of the world. There's Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Britain. Maybe we get some more international characters involved in there. Maybe in this new world, the events that happen in Egypt, they wanted a little more security for this part of the world and these kind of things. So maybe she joins the Union, more it's an international Avengers kind of team. Or maybe, because Egypt is still part of Africa, maybe she teams up with the Dora Milaje. And since we're getting that spin-off show focused on Okoye, maybe she shows up in something Wakanda related. Maybe Scarlet Scarab gets a connection to the Wakandan people, and maybe she works with M'Baku or Shuri or Okoye, and they start kind of their own team, the Agents of Wakanda, and it could be Black Panther's Agents of Wakanda, because that was a really great book. Do something with that. If you want to get a little more mystical, you could connect her to the 7 cities of heaven for some reason, and you could have her appear in a Shang-Chi or Iron Fist thing. You could put her anywhere, and I think it would work fine. Because she's untested grounds, she can work in anything. Main Avengers team, I'd love it more than anything in this world. You want to put her in She-Hulk? Yes, please, babe. I will watch that instantly. West Coast Avengers, I'm all for it. Stick her anywhere, I'm on board to see that. But out of everything I realistically said there, the ones I think we'd probably see her be a part of, probably a Secret Avengers, probably an Agents of Wakanda, probably another Moon Knight thing where she's fighting Bushmen. But I just want to see this character appear anywhere, because she deserves it. Give her her own spin-off. You don't need to drop $200 million on this character. Untested grounds, $75 million, 6 episodes where she deals with Bushmen, gets her own identity, meets Badir. That's what you should do. That's what you should do with this character, because she can stand on her own. Just gotta let her try. And of course, throughout all of it, we're going to have Tawet over her shoulder, Antonia will be voicing that nice little hippo. It's really fun, and it's just a different approach than just a yelling bird boy. It's a nice little hippo lady being like, hey, this is fun. Let's help these people. Look at this. This guy works for gorillas. I know the gorilla god. Yay. Something to think about. Thor Love and Thunder, maybe? A little too on the nose, but we could see what happens. You know, maybe Tawet would show up, but you can't kill the hippo. She's too pretty. Too fun. The crocodile was sexy. Okay, that's all I got for Scarlet Scarab. Where do you guys want to see her pop up next? I want to see her in anything and everything all at once. She's really cool. I like her. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.